Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video there's just a few things I want to talk about. So for this vlog, there are a variety of things that are just on my mind that I thought I would run by you guys just to have a little bit of discussion. Nothing big. The first thing is gaming related. First couple things, kind of. The first things is I have a friend who played probably too many Super Nintendo games as he was growing up, and that's not a bad thing, just he played a lot more than I did, so he's particularly good at a few of them, two of which are Super Metroid and Mega Man X, and he can speedrun them pretty darn well. Like, I was really impressed, because I didn't know he could do this, but he can. So I watched him do it, and he's really good at it. And I was thinking I could record those speedruns for you guys, and you could watch them, and we could have some commentary while we're recording that. So if you would be interested in that, let me know. Those right now are the only two games that are available to do, because I don't personally have a Wii U, and my brother does have one, and the games he has that we can speedrun are just those two for the time being. So Mega Man X, plain old X, not X2 or anything. Although we're going to probably do X2, I think, also. And then Super Metroid. So let me know what you guys think. If you'd like to see that, we'll do it. If not, then I might do it anyway, just because I love the classic games. I did play them, I just didn't... I wasn't that into gaming at the time where I didn't realize how involved these games were. I did play Super Metroid for a fair while, but I didn't know that games were as intricate, and there were so many secrets and different things. If you do this, this happens, that kind of thing. I thought they were still pretty straightforward. I was only, well, I don't know what date it was, but I was young. I was still young. So anyway, he's really good at this stuff. So I wouldn't mind doing those kind of videos if you're interested in those. It's just the two videos off the top of my head. So we could do that. The other thing I want to talk about is still video game related, but just kind of more general. I was thinking about Pokemon the other day, because there's always Pokemon stuff happening, and I found out that they revealed, I think it was the 722nd Pokemon. I had no idea there were that many. That's so many. So I was thinking, and I made a post on Twitter, and it went through to Facebook, and some people took it way too seriously and got all fanboy, but I just made the comment that I'd found out that there were 722 Pokemon, but I bet the original 151 were probably better. That's all I said, and some people got really offended. Most people agreed. So I'm just curious, because I not grew up on, but for a while, I would think I was in 5th grade when Red and Blue came out originally, and I played the crap out of those games. Like, I really like those games. I still stand by them. They're really fun games. But I never played anything beyond Red and Blue other than Pokemon Snap, which I did complete to 100%, by the way. But I never really did more beyond that, just because I kind of grew out of it and I had other things going on at the time. So never played Yellow or any of the other hundreds or whatever there are of games. So I'm curious, and I haven't kept up on Pokemon very much, just because it's not what I'm into currently, not really. But I do appreciate the franchise. So anyway, my point is, I don't know all of these other 500 and whatever Pokemon there are, but I'm familiar with some, and I'm curious what you guys think. So in the comment section below, list which games you've played, which ones you think are the best, and which Pokemon you think are the best. Not specifically, just like generations, okay? I'm just curious, because I thought that'd be an interesting thing to talk about. So for me, it's easily 0 through 151, and I do include 0. Somebody asked me why I include 0. It's because of missing number, because I think he deserves a spot on the list. So anyway, I personally like 1 through 151 or 0. But I want to know what you guys think, just out of curiosity. If you grew up on, like, I don't know, whatever they are, the newest ones, do you think those are the best, or do you still think the other ones are better? To me, it seems like they're just coming up with all kinds of random crap. I know there are some that are based on myths and religions and things like that, and that's fine, but I have a strong feeling that most are just horrible, horrible designs that they came up with to lengthen the game franchise and to make more money. So I'm curious what you guys think, so let me know about that. Next thing to talk about is PlayArt's Kai. These figures were fairly expensive for a while. They started out way less expensive, around $60, and granted, they have become much larger and technically better, or at least on paper they're better. But the prices have skyrocketed. They are getting to be super expensive. This upcoming Ronin Batman, the variant Timeless Batman, is like $150 or more. I think it's more than that. I think the Steampunk one was even more. I don't remember anymore, but they're up there, bordering on $200 for some of them. So I wanted to talk about that briefly because some people keep asking me about it. Yeah, I think it's getting ridiculous. Their QC is not good enough to warrant that kind of a price point. At least consistently. Some of the figures maybe, but I really don't think so. I don't think for the high price points that they're giving us enough product, especially enough quality product. At least half the figures are really lousy lately. The designs are just bad. So I am particularly disappointed with that company currently. And I'm a little worried because I might end up having to stop collecting them. I can't justify it. I cannot justify a 10-inch figure with horrible engineering and questionable design for $200. It's just, I don't know. I'm not against the whole Play Arts Kai line. You guys know I collect them. I have a bunch. I probably have like 50 different figures, but I can't do it forever, and I'm not going to support them blindly. And that's pretty much where I stand on that. I'm going to finish off the Batman line, and I'll probably cherry pick a few others going forward, but I don't know. I do not know. I'm really worried about this situation for that company because, like I said, the quality's going down, prices are going up. It's just not... I mean, you guys know I'm not the biggest Hot Toys fan, but at $200 a pop, you can get a Hot Toys figure, which is generally a high-quality figure, or you can buy a Play Arts figure, which isn't necessarily. So, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think about this. I'm sure most of you are thinking that price point is way too high, but... Anyway, okay, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about is Hot Toys. Now, I have purchased a Hot Toys figure before, and I have been around and handled nearly every single Marvel one, because I know somebody who collects them. My brother collects them, and I've handled and inspected and looked at almost every single Marvel one there ever has been. So I'm very familiar with them, and a lot of people ask me why I don't collect them. Is it just that they're too expensive? No, it's not that. I mean, you guys see the stuff I buy. I spend a lot of money on collectibles, so it's not that. The thing is, I don't generally like figures that you can't pose. So for me, the biggest gripe for the Hot Toys brand is that most of the figures are incredibly difficult to pose in anything other than a hero pose. Yes, Spider-Man, the second one, or the later version, had a better set of articulation. But for the most part, they're still very restricted by their cloth clothing. And if they're not the cloth over the skeleton, over the body, whatever the Hot Toys people use the terms, I don't know. Even without that, if they have like the rubber elbows, for instance, like Hulk, or any of the Arnold bodies, it doesn't look right. Chris Redfield had it. His looked okay, but it's just not great. I don't know. To me, it doesn't have the appeal. So I just don't, I'm not into it. It doesn't do it for me. And then the other thing is that for the amount that you're spending on them, and for them being touted as such a high quality thing, a lot of them have serious issues. Like, this figure is known for this thing breaking, or this thing tearing, or leaky abs, plastic leak, whatever. It's just like, there's a lot of issues with them. And I think for the price point, shouldn't really have to deal with that. So I'm just not the biggest fan, I think. I think that's about it for that. But I am getting one to commemorate the character that basically made my name in customizing, because I had to make so many of them due to commissions. I am getting the new Deadpool that's coming out, I think, around June. So maybe he'll change my mind. He's fully clothed, so I imagine the posability is going to be rather limited. But we'll see. I have a feeling he's going to end up just standing in a hero pose, which is a gripe for me. But we will see. I will judge him fairly, and who knows? Maybe I'll be converted. I don't know, though. All right, so that's it, guys. Let me know what you think about all those different things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.